Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back taking a look at the most controversial movies we viewed. Controversial View is the series in which Jason from Horrific Nightmares and I watch and discuss controversial movies and TV shows. We started this series over 2 years ago and have uploaded more than 100 Controversial View videos. Controversial View was created out of one of our other series, Positive Spin. It's a positive spin-off. Last year around this time, we uploaded a video taking a look at the worst movies we watched for Positive Spin. That was based on their IMDb ratings. This year, in this video, we've decided to do something special to honor Controversial View. Jason and I have each put together a different selection of the most controversial movies we viewed. For this series, of course. That means we have both watched movies that are probably even more controversial than many on these lists. We just haven't gotten to them yet in this series. Only movies we've covered for Controversial View were considered for these videos. We really didn't pick a set number, and it's all subjective. His picks will likely be different from mine. Make sure you check out his video to see what he chose. I went with 12 movies and 1 TV show, since we haven't covered that many TV series yet. These are in no particular order, since I don't necessarily consider any of them to be more controversial than the others. Essentially, they're just controversial movies and a TV show that we covered during Controversial View that I think deserve a bit more attention, for one reason or another. One last thing, I will not be describing each movie's individual controversy. I've already done that in their respective videos. If you've missed any and you want to know more, please go back and check them out. Gonna go 2 at a time here to keep things moving along. First up, I have Last House on Dead End Street and Gimme Shelter. Last House is a movie I find myself thinking about often, and I also find its history insanely fascinating. Gimme Shelter is actually the most recent movie we covered for Controversial View. The fact that it's a documentary or rockumentary and a true story is what earned its spot in this video. As I stated in that Controversial View, I find it deeply disturbing. Next up, I have our very first Controversial View, Cannibal Holocaust, and one of our most watched videos, The Sinful Dwarf. The Cannibal Holocaust DVD cover even states, the most controversial movie ever made. I don't necessarily agree with that, but it's certainly worthy of its inclusion in this video. Not only did we cover it for Controversial View, but we also discussed it during the Video Nasties Challenge. As for The Sinful Dwarf, like it says on the cover, the mother of all dwarfsploitation films. How could I not include it? Plus, as I said, that Controversial View video was incredibly popular for some reason. It earned its spot amongst the most controversial. Up next is Disney's most controversial movie, Song of the South, as well as a film that has never been officially released, The Day the Clown Cried. Song of the South is infamously controversial, so I couldn't leave it off of this list. Although I still maintain its controversy has been greatly exaggerated. The Day the Clown Cried is the infamous lost Jerry Lewis film. It may be the most highly sought after lost movie of all time. Fortunately, Jason and I have the most complete version ever leaked, and the only way to see any of the footage. That's how we were able to give it a controversial view. There is no way I could exclude The Day the Clown Cried from this video. Next, we have two movies that unfortunately have something in common. If you know, you know. The Woodsman is extremely controversial for its subject matter alone. Clown House is controversial for the awful things that went on behind the scenes. It was, however, one of, if not the first movie Jason and I thought of when we came up with the concept for Controversial View. If this were a list of favorite movies we've covered for Controversial View, Looking for Mr. Goodbar would still be on the list. It may in fact be one of my favorite films of all time, and it's also one of the most controversial, in my opinion. Ironically, one of the controversies when we covered it was the fact that it was lost on VHS at the time. Clearly, it has since gotten a 4K Blu-ray release from Vinegar Syndrome. This here is my limited edition, and it's a gorgeous set. Next to it is David Cronenberg's Crash, which made the list for maybe being the most disturbing movie we watched for Controversial View. It takes body horror to a new level in different ways. And I'll conclude the movie portion of this video with two of the sickest films we watched. Ari Aster's The Strange Thing About the Johnsons, and Salo. The Strange Thing About the Johnsons, in addition to being sick, is one of the most obscure films we covered. If you do attempt to check it out, be warned, it's twisted. Salo, on the other hand, I think speaks for itself. It's infamously controversial, and another one of our most viewed controversial views. I can't say I'm surprised. People are perverts. Believe me when I say it truly earned its notoriety. And finally, I will go with two TV shows to balance it out. South Park, for obvious reasons. It's one of the most controversial TV series of all time. And Degrassi. Jason and I gave each of these TV CVs. While South Park probably is the most controversial TV show we covered, Degrassi is not far behind. The taboo topics covered in both of these shows sometimes feel beyond the realm of possibility. So, there you have it, guys. The most controversial movies and TV shows we viewed for Controversial View. Are there any we covered in this series you feel I should have included in this video? And do you have any controversial suggestions for the future? Comment below and let me know. Please be sure to check out Jason's video as well to see his selections. One last thing before I go. I want to let everyone know that tomorrow's video will be the final video of the Video Nasties Challenge. Jason and I have successfully watched and discussed all 154 Video Nasties. We hope you've enjoyed that series, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Which controversial movie or TV show will we view next? Check back next year to find out. Until then, remember, physical media matters. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and be kind. Subscribe.